Single-parent families go through many different challenges that two-parent families don't have to go through. So we have a few tips for you to help maintain a healthy relationship with your child. So tip number one to maintain a healthy relationship with your child is having a high conversation orientation. Having a lot of open communication with your child ultimately increases the level of trust and closeness with your child. One important topic to be honest about with your child is your dating life. If they ask you questions about who you're dating and you are not honest about it, this can decrease the levels of trust and ultimately decrease the closeness in your relationship. So it is really important to always be open and to be honest specifically about this topic and all other topics in general. Here's a positive example of having a high conversation orientation between the single parent and their child.
Hey Mom, I noticed that Brian's been coming over a lot lately. Are you guys dating?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Actually, we have been getting really serious, so you might start seeing him around the house a little more, so.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks so much for telling me. I'm really glad we can talk about this.
Tip number 2 is the distribution of power. The distribution of power in a single-parent family is crucial in creating and maintaining healthy relationships and satisfying relationships between family members. Power needs to be appropriately distributed between each member of the family in order to ensure that everyone's opinions are being voiced and that they have an influence in family decision-making. Parenting styles are also important when discussing powers in single-parent families. Single parents should use an authoritative style in order to influence family autonomy, encourage participation in family decision-making, and emphasize the value of each member's opinions. Here's an example of power distribution in single-parent families.
Alright honey, so I think I decided that we should just go visit Grandma and Grandpa over summer break in Florida.
Well, what if we went to Costa Rica and then we visited them over winter break?
I mean, I guess that would make sense, and that way we could spread out the time that we see them. So I think you're right. We'll go to Costa Rica, and then we'll just go see them over Christmas break.
Aw, thanks Mom. Thanks for letting me voice my opinions and making family decisions. Tip number 3, social support. In order to maintain and create these close, healthy family relationships in single-parent families, frequent social support is vital. Social support is a communicative process where stress is managed, individuals are reassured and comforted, and family members are able to lean on one another. Both the parents and the child benefit from this type of open communication as they are able to nurture their relationships with one another as they overcome obstacles as a single-parent family union. Abstaining from using this type of open communication could result in a lack of trust, avoidance, or other type of relationship problems within the family.
Tip number 4, adjustment of roles. The single-parent structure is a feasible type of family form that comes with its own unique costs and benefits to both the child and the parent. The ability of each member of the family to adapt individually and collectively is a beautiful benefit of this change. Studies show that mothers of single-parent families report a higher sense of family cohesion and adaptability in their family, which can benefit them later on in life. The adjustment process is not a walk in the park though, so in order to ensure a close and healthy relationship during the role adjustment period, families should do 2 things. 1, realize a role adjustment comes as a process and it's not going to be an instant change, so don't expect that of your family members. And 2, maintain normalcy even as role adjustments will change throughout your family.
The picture above shows a girl watching football. The girl used to watch football every Sunday with her father. Her mother, who is adjusting to taking on the new role as both her mother and father, puts on the Sunday football for her to still enjoy the tradition even though she may no longer be watching it with her dad.
In order to maintain a close relationship between single parents and their children, make sure you recall the 4 communication patterns that we have mentioned in this video. That includes conversation orientation, distributing your power, adjusting roles accordingly, and using frequent social support. Thank you for watching.